wanted to try it. Tried 2 5-liter jugs, and within the first 2 fill-ups, I couldn't believe the difference. It was just night and day. And the only way I can explain it is the old cars that had, let's say a big old heavy car had a 2-barrel and a 4-barrel. That's what it feels like. That last little bit on the foot feels like you're opening up the 4-barrel on a 4-barrel carburetor. I was gauging my fuel heavily, like, because I knew my fuel mileage exactly. So I was pulling containers before, and now I'm working for a different company, but we're pulling mostly, my loads are 80% heavy, so I'm pulling, if it's a tandem, it'll have 46,000, 48,000. If it's a tridem, it'll have 53, 56. And the odd load I'll have will be light, an insulation load, but it's still 20,000, and maybe 5%, not even 5%, 3% empty, down from Edmonton or what have you. So I gauge my fuel big time. My last report, now that I've been on FX for 6 weeks, has been 6.82. That's on winter fuel. On summer fuel, I was getting, pulling containers, 5.5 the best, anything. Within the second tank fill of the FX, night and day. It was amazing. It was like, first tank really didn't do anything, and I didn't expect anything, to be honest. But by the third fuel tank, it was just, like I said, it's like somebody gave me an extra 50, 60 horse. And it's always there. It's the strangest thing. Even when I'm pulling, I pull beer loads out of Vancouver to Edmonton, and I'm right there. I'm maxed out. And I still, at the end, when I'm driving, usually you have this slow pull because they're heavy. When I step on it, I can feel this thing go, it's pulling, it's working. And it runs just unbelievably beautiful. For some reason, I've picked up on an idle an extra 20 RPM. Without changing anything on the computer set, it has actually changed 20 RPM on the idle. So something to do with either the injectors are cleaned out. I don't have a clue. I don't really care. All I know is the product works, and I mean, I look at it, the bottom line. When I was working for the container company and I was paying only 41 cents a liter for fuel, my monthly fuel bills were $1,900, $1,800, up to $2,000. With winter fuel and pulling heavy like I am now, my last 2 weeks I got my paycheck was $2,700. And I'm on winter fuel. So you figure the difference on how much money that has saved me in my pocket. So to sit there and spend $100 a month, because that's roughly what it is with the fuel ups, depending upon how much you drive, but for my 10,000, 12,000 miles, it's a jug a month. So that $100 probably is putting an extra $2,000 in my pocket. So it's been nice. I knew the stuff was great before, but this one here, you guys knocked this baby out of the park with the FX. I'm using 800, I put in 800 liters, 850 liters. Well, that's what I'm putting in, but in milliliters of the FX. So instead of 2 at $24, I'm putting in not 1/5, so well, $5, $7, and actually getting something that I could measure, because it's not me. This is right off of the IFTA reports. I could give you any calculation I want. You know how guys are with math, but this is right off of the IFTA reports because I put in my odometer reading every time that I fuel up. And the guy's asking me, what'd you do? Didn't want to tell him, but so that's my life with Power Up, and this is a happy life for me. A lot of money in my pocket.